Hey folks, welcome back. Today, I'm going to be showing y'all meal number 3 of our budget meal series here. This is either my favorite or second favorite budget meal. The really cool thing about this is you got a ton of calories and a boatload of protein with minimal effort. It's quick, it's easy, there's not a lot of dishes, so stick around, I'll show you how we do it. Hey folks, so for part 3 here of our economical meals little series that we're putting together, we're doing the drumsticks and the white rice. This is crazy cheap and crazy easy. So this whole meal total is $7.67. First things first, we're going to cook the chickens in our air fryer. The main reason for that is all this extra skin that's on here will get extra nice and crispy, and it just tastes awesome. It cooks all the way through. You get really great taste. And then for the rice, again, if you don't have the money for a rice cooker, it's all good. You can just cook it on the stove with a pan. I've tried that many times. My wife can do it awesome. For me, especially before I got married, this was my best friend here. It's just a little rice cooker, and this is less than $20 off of Amazon, not on sale. So you can put 3 cups of rice in here, hit the button, and it gets done in like, I don't know, whatever, 25 minutes or something like that. But very quickly and absolutely zero skill required. And it comes out really good every time. I'm just going to throw the drumsticks in this bowl here, because all you really got to do is put a little bit of oil and a little bit of seasoning on them and throw them in the oven or throw them in the air fryer. This is one of the quickest, easiest, no-brain type meals we got. So make sure that they're all the way thawed out, preferably. And then go ahead and dunk them in whatever container you're using. All right, next you'll take some oil. We're using olive oil. You really need this the tiniest bit. You don't need a lot. It's really just to get the seasoning to stick. Why I say you need very, very little is that the chicken is already very fatty. So as soon as it starts cooking, you're gonna get all kinds of grease. So I'll just put a little drizzle on there like that. You can use whatever seasonings you prefer. You've seen many times, love the fajita seasoning. It is awesome. Depending on where you're at in the country, I would say the entire south of the country, this Tony's seasoning is crazy cheap. There's no MSG, and it is really, really good on chicken. So it's actually quite a bit cheaper than this, and you don't get the MSG. I like this because it's got that little bit of a Cajun kick, so you get some, yeah, you get some spice to it. So I'm actually going to be using both. And put as much or as little as you prefer. It's going to come out really yummy either way. So I'll just put a little razzle dazzle on that there. And then we'll mix it up good and try to get all of the drumsticks covered in that seasoning. That's all the preparation you have to do. Now you're either going to put it on your air fryer or in the oven. If you're doing it in the oven, put it on a pan like this. Do not cover it. And you're going to put about 425 for between 35 and 40 minutes. That's a big gap in time. And the reason for that is that you want to use a meat thermometer. It can be digital or analog. For safety, you have to get it to at least 165. For drumsticks, because there's so much fat and dark meat and skin and everything, I prefer to take them all the way to 180. It actually tastes, the mouth feel and the tenderness is actually much better when you quote unquote overcook it. So we do it to 180. But like I said, we're doing it in the air fryer. So for the air fryer, you're going to set it at 400 degrees and you're going to do it for 15 minutes on one side, flip them and do 15 minutes on the other side. We have really good results with that, and you can kind of babysit it as it goes along. Depending on your make and model of the air fryer, you might have to do like 15 minutes and 10 minutes. Let the air fryer preheat for a little bit. Not super important, but either way, we get it to excuse me, about 400. We're going to put these drumsticks on the air fryer like that. You can kind of pack them in there a little bit, but preferably they will not be touching because you want the air to circulate all around them. So we got one tray there with 5 on them. We'll go ahead and slide her in. And tray number 2. You get 1. It's not exactly rocket surgery here, but if you alternate the meaty side to the bone side, you can squeeze a bit more on per tray. And we got 10, we got 3 left that we'll do next. All right, we're gonna let those go for about 15 minutes. While those are going, we're gonna go and get the rice going. Time to wash my nasty little monos. Alrighty, while the drumsticks are going in the air fryer or the oven, we're gonna go and get this rice cooker going. This is crazy simple. The only quote unquote complicated part is the rice cooker will come with its own cup. This is not exactly like I don't even know if it's the standard unit or not, but the standard measuring cup, I think they're a little bit different, but the measuring cup that comes with the rice cooker is going to correspond to the little indentations it has on the inside of its bowl. So you want to put the appropriate amount of cups for your rice cooker. So we're going to be doing 2 cups because it's just me eating tonight. I'll do 1, 2 cups of white rice. To rinse or not to rinse. If you're in a hurry, and especially if you're that hard off that you ain't got multivitamins or a very varied diet, do not rinse this. This is, yes, my daughter, she's telling you, this is enriched white rice. So you have a lot of different vitamins and stuff that they add, and a lot of that is in the powder. The rice will still come out really yummy, but we're not making sushi here. We're just making some rice, all right? I'm just going to fill it up, and I'm not going to rinse off anything. If you rinse it, that's on you, but just that is the main difference, is the rice will be less sticky, which is good or bad depending on what you're making, but you are rinsing off a lot of that enrichment. And then I'm going to fill it up to the number 2 mark. This is backwards, but it's easier for you to see. And again, the rice cooker makes it crazy simple. All right. So we got the rice and water in the rice cooker. You put the lid on, plug it in, push that down so it says cook, and that's literally it. So even while filming, excuse me, I was able to get all this going in less than 10 minutes. All right, so the drumsticks have been going for about 15 minutes. I'm going to open this up real quick and flip them. And you can already see how nice and golden that skin is getting. So we'll flip them and throw them back in and do it for the other half. All right, so I just flipped the drumsticks. I'm going to set a timer for 10 minutes. That way I can stick my meat thermometer in there and see what the temperature is at. But it's going to be somewhere, my wife just winked at me. It's going to be somewhere, you want to get them to 180 degrees. So again, depending on your make and model of air fryer, it'll vary. And then you can see the rice cooker is doing its thing. And that's probably at least about halfway done. And I'll show you what it all looks like at the end. Alrighty, the timer just went off, so let's check our drumsticks. So I use our little meat thermometer here and put it in the deepest part. We're at 167 there, 197 there. So we're good. And you can see they come out nice and crispy and yummy looking. Yeah, look at that. You can hear it. Here, I'm trying to get it. Oh, yeah. Nice and crunchy. Look at the other ones real quick. All right, because our air fryer will only hold about 10. We have 10 yummy drumsticks. I'll do the other 3. And then we had good timing because So we ended up doing 15 minutes on one side, flipping, and doing 10 minutes on the other side. We got to an appropriate temperature, and everything's nice and crunchy. In that 25 minutes, the rice got done. So let me whip some of this up on a plate for y'all, and I'll show you how it comes out. Alrighty. My wife conveniently, because she smelled it, decided she wanted to have a little bit extra tonight too. So we'll get 3 each. And then, you see how good this rice comes out with absolutely minimal effort. This takes zero skill, zero effort. And then if you want stuff on your rice, you can put sweet and sour, butter, soy sauce, whatever you want. Or just use the fat from the chicken. But there you go. You got 2 nice meals. I'll go through the numbers real quick, as I always do, just so you get some actual metrics of how much this cost and what you're going to get out of it. So these drumsticks were $1.27 a pound, and that's not even cheap for them. You can get them oftentimes for $1 a pound. So very, very cheap. And then white rice is ballpark 50 cents a cup. But again, the more you buy at one time, the cheaper it is. And for what you get out of that is 5,259 calories and 442 grams of protein. That means for a man my size, about like 215, I can eat this and only this for 2 whole days straight and at a minimum maintain my weight for $3.84 a day. This is really kind of the king, if not the second best, only second best to chicken quarters. This is kind of the king of economical meals, and you get a lot of really good protein and a lot of fat that comes with it because the drumsticks are so fatty. And then you get a bunch of calories and carbohydrates from the rice. This is kind of the peak of economical eating here. So if you are cooking for a bigger family, which I'm going to kind of assume that y'all are, especially with this much drumsticks. This is my old best friend, and it's the same brand, just because you can get these at Walmart for really cheap. I can't remember how much this cost, but I want to say it's going to be $30, $35. This can do at least 8 cups. It's either 8 or 10, but at least 8 cups of dry rice at a time. You can feed a whole family 4, probably even 5 with this. And again, you put the rice in, put the water in, click the button, bam, you get awesome rice.